4.5 years ago, I got into entrepreneurship. The whole world was shut down. Everybody was walking around with the masks on their face, and I got let go from corporate. I was making about 70K per year, and my son had to come home and homeschool. An eviction notice on my door. My utilities were getting ready to be cut off. I had $0 in my bank, and I was left to figure it out all on my own. I didn't know what I was going to do, so I cried out to God and I asked him, how am I supposed to provide for my kid when I can't go out and get a job and the whole world is shut down? He began to speak to me and he told me one thing, a pivotal moment in my life that I'll never forget, but also it was unbelievable at the moment. That's why I need you to listen, because sometimes in life you will have something thrown at you and you won't know which way to turn. I was in that situation and God spoke to me and he said, Stephanie, start an apparel company. And through my tears and my laughter, because I couldn't believe what he was telling me, with an eviction notice on my door, utilities getting ready to be cut off, $0 in my bank and no income coming in, how in the world was I supposed to start an apparel company? And he whispered and he said, if you have a mustard seed of faith, I will breathe on that business. And so I grabbed a piece of paper, because I understand that faith without works is dead. And I know that in order to get an extraordinary result, that I have to do something that is out of the ordinary and take action when he's speaking. So the only thing that I knew to do, because I had never been an entrepreneur before, I didn't know the steps that I was supposed to take, I grabbed a piece of paper, and I like to call it, I had a brainstorming session with God. My phrases that I began to write down began to turn into sentences, and those sentences began to turn into a full-blown plan of action that within 60 days, if I executed everything on that piece of paper, my apparel business would be launched. 60 days later, after grinding and being in the trenches and executing everything on that list, I was able to launch my own apparel business. That apparel business went global. By the end of that first year in business, I was able to do $750,000 in sales, and my life was forever changed. I knew I would never punch another clock a day in my life. 4 years later, I got into digital marketing, which was 9.5 months ago, and my first 2 weeks in digital marketing on FB, completely faceless, I did $10,000